Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I noticed that the past couple of uploads have been a little dark, so I wanted to give you guys something light and with a happy ending. I hope you enjoy. If you like this story, please give it a thumbs up. Anyway, on to the story. So basically, fiance and I are both 26 and have been dating since we were freshmen in college. We were extremely compatible in bed. Both of us have super high drives, held the same views, respected each other, and loved each other. No major fights or issues. We each did our own thing from time to time. I'm not really clingy. I thought I was the love of his life, or so he claimed. His female best friend has known him since middle school. He kissed her once in high school, but she never reciprocated. He had feelings for her. Fast forward to college, he meets me, we start dating, fall in love. Fiancé still kept in contact with best friend. I never had a problem with it. Like I said, I'm not clingy and trusting because I can't tell him who he can and can't be friends with. Over the summer, we would be long distance and they would hang out. I never had a problem with it. Fast forward to present times. Fiancé proposed last month and we were in the middle of wedding plans. Female best friend calls him up and claims she's having some sort of mental breakdown. I tell him to go cheer her up. He does and then spends the rest of the week super distant. Today, he was out all day, claiming he had to take care of something important. Came back around midnight and told me he has been in love with his female best friend for years and packed up some clothes and left to spend the night with her. So we're over. I tried to make this point without sounding too emotional. To be honest, I've actually been sitting here in shock. I feel completely numb on the inside and no emotions are really registering. I'm not really seeking words of advice or sympathy. I'm just trying to make sense of what happened and whether I was really stupid and naive to be okay with my ex having a female best friend. First of all, I want to be clear. This really is a it's not you, it's him situation. Yes, she wasn't a best friend. She was his great love from his youth that he never got over. He thought he had. He wanted to have gotten over her. But when she finally gave him a sign, he boogied. If she was just a best friend, he would have come back and told you what her issue was, how he'd helped, and that he was glad that he wasn't her boyfriend. It is possible for a guy to have a female friend, but in your case, she wasn't. I'm tired and rambling, but you need to know, not all guys are him, and this isn't your fault. Well, oh my god, you might be the most understanding OP we've had here in a long time. The fact that you are raging right now really speaks volume about how awesome you are. It was not stupid or naive to be okay with that friendship. There was absolutely no warning signs and no red flags. Plenty of people have long-term platonic relationships with people of the opposite gender without having any issues. It would be my take on it that this has been eating at this guy for a very long time and he was hoping that he could make it go away because that's what you deserve. He wanted to make it work, but in the end he realized that he couldn't do that. It wasn't going to be for him and he had to take a shot with his best friend. It sucks that it had to come out of the blue and blindsided you like that, but in these situations, it really is that honesty is the best policy. That probably doesn't make you feel any better, but that's my take on what happened. It really hurts now, but you'll bounce back and realize that it was for the better for all of this to come out now than in the future after you had invested even more time and energy into it. OP replied, "Thank you. I didn't really know what to think of the whole situation. I'm definitely upset with him for not being honest with me, but I'd rather find out this way than wait a couple more years when kids or money would be involved. Plus, he got fatter. Of course, 2 days ago, I didn't care at all and vowed to love him as much as I possibly could, despite his physical appearance, but now I'm just using it as a tool to move on. I had to do that to get over my ex. I made a list of everything I didn't like about him, everything he'd done that had pissed me off, and I read it over and over until I was furious with him and hated him. It was the only way to not cry over him and pine." And then OP replied, "That is exactly what I'm doing right now. I've stopped crying and replaced it with anger and determination. I'm determined to now just focus on myself and when the time comes, go for a much better guy." You guys have been great. I'm doing okay. Chocolates and cat videos help. I'm also packing at the moment and will be staying at a girlfriend's house until I find my own place. I'm hoping to be gone before he gets back, and I've decided that I will not speak another word to him or keep any contact. So, my ex-fiancé came back to his house unexpectedly about 2 hours ago. Upon seeing me, he started apologizing profusely and begged me to hear him out. I told him I didn't want to hear it and that I wanted out, but he was adamant, so I listened. I really wish I didn't. Turns out he cheated on me 3 times 2 months ago with his best friend while I was away visiting my sick father. His reason for cheating was that he knew I was quote-unquote the one, but he wanted to play the field because he felt like he missed out on a lot of women. According to him, after cheating on me, he had a moment of clarity that he really did want to be with me and that sleeping with others wasn't that great. So apparently you need to sleep with the same girl 3 times before you can come to that conclusion. So after listening to this, I felt like my heart had been ripped out and that someone punched me in the gut, but I was still confused. If I was the one, why did he dump me last night for her? She's pregnant. After hearing that, I was dumbfounded. My ex found out when she called him with her mental breakdown. So there you have it, folks. After hearing everything, I calmly asked him if he used protection and he said no because she said she was on the pill. Great, that's wonderful. Now I have to go and get myself tested. I was shaking with fury. I was so angry with him, I didn't even cry. I'm still shaking right now as I type this. I pretty much told him off and then told him that I wish him the best of luck with his new family. In a way, I'm relieved. Now I can just move on with my life. I don't need to deal with that mess. His best friend is keeping the baby, so I think it would be best for everyone. Me, his baby, and his best friend, if I just stepped out of their lives for good. I don't need such a dishonest, selfish, cheating fiancé. I also wanted to thank you guys, every single one of you that took time to read what I wrote, then replied and kept me sane. I love this subreddit because a lot of people here have a cool-headed, rational way of thinking, and you guys are awesome. I'm a girl, but I just want to say that it sounds like you handled that with as much class and dignity as possible given the circumstances. I have always said that that is the best way to handle such a situation, with class, especially since it makes the other person look and feel like the jerk they are. Not stooping to their level stops them from looking or feeling like they were justified in their screwed up actions. I like your plan of getting tested and moving on. It sounds like you dodged a real bullet. This guy's a piece of work given that he didn't tell you what happened until he literally had no other options. Good luck to them, they're really gonna need it. It wouldn't surprise me if she really wasn't on the pill. In love with a lifelong friend, he's marrying another woman, time to get pregnant and quote-unquote keep him forever. I'm really sorry that this happened to you, truly. I had something, well, not similar, but I was left for one of our mutual friends at the time. It was a huge blow to my self-confidence for literally years. Don't let the same thing happen to you. It was said in the other thread, but I want to reiterate, you're a wonderful person. You've done nothing wrong. You are not undesirable. You are not a fool. There's nothing wrong with you. Good luck. I hope that you can move on with your life and hopefully not try to let the doubts seep in, because you should have none. OP replied, yeah, I'm not really sure if she lied about being on the pill, but at this point, I don't care. This is his problem now. And thank you for the kind words, but I honestly feel way more relieved than upset. I'm currently making travel plans for Europe with my best friend, so I'm keeping my mind off of things and just trying to think happy thoughts. Wow, I'm seriously at a loss of words for all the comments and messages that I've received. This is going to sound really sappy, but you guys have seriously turned my day around and actually made me cry tears of joy. Going through a breakup is super hard, and it's really nice to have so much support and positive reinforcement. I cannot even begin to express my gratitude. If I haven't responded to your comments, please take this paragraph as a direct message to you. There have been so many comments that I'm completely overwhelmed by the love and support. Stay awesome, everyone. Hey guys, I'm back for a quick update. I'm still getting messages about what happened to me, and since you guys have all been so kind and wonderful, I figured I would leave a happy update. So first things first, I got myself tested and I'm very clean. Yay. Second thing, after dumping my ex, I traveled to Europe for a month in the summer with some of my best friends. I had an awesome time partying and sightseeing and immersing myself in the culture. I also had some interesting flings with some gorgeous European men. Now I'm back home and back in law school. I've been studying my butt off and going to the gym. In addition, I started dating a wonderful man 3 months ago. He and I have an amazing relationship so far. One of the kindest, funniest, and good-natured souls that I've ever had the pleasure of coming across, and I'm completely head over heels for him. Right now, I'm looking the most forward to our Valentine's Day plans. He says it's a surprise, so I still can't fill you guys in on them yet. As for my ex, I have no idea how he's doing. I blocked him from my Facebook and deleted his number. He sent me an email once asking if we could talk, but I deleted it and have maintained my strict no contact policy. So unfortunately, I have no update on how he's doing. I hope he and his new family are doing well though. Anyway, this is the update on my life. Again, thanks to the ladies and lads of r/AskMen for all the kind and wonderful words of encouragement. You guys really helped me through tough times. So guys, what did you think of the story? Honestly, it brought me so much joy seeing that OP turned out okay and happy. I wish her and anyone in her life the best of luck. And I'm also glad that she stuck to her no contact goals with her ex. Although, let's be honest, I really was hoping for a little bit more tea on what happened to him. I don't know, it would have been nice to see what exactly happened to him and his best friend and their family, just for complete closure. But this story is many years old, and I guess that's all we'll ever know. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the story, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to hear more stories from Reddit with updates, please subscribe to my channel.